Every time I went to the dentist, it was never great news. Always bleeding gums. I remember the first time I went to the periodontist, I looked down at the bib and it was like I was in a horror movie.
Hearing that I had periodontal disease was scary. There's a lot of questions that go along with it, and I think that to some degree it really hurt my self-confidence.
For the physical symptoms, it started out with tooth sensitivity. I realized I couldn't really, eat ice cream without feeling discomfort.
The exposed gums, of course, are quite sensitive to hot and cold. Biting into things that are hard can be difficult.
I was always worried about my tooth, again, just stupid stuff like, oh, I can't even have a burger without worrying about my teeth falling out.
First thing I noticed, I wasn't seeing blood in the sink after flossing, which was kind of unheard of for me. Still surprises me.
My gums haven't bled once in the last 3 years, which is infinitely better.
My teeth felt stronger, which was also a beautiful thing for me.
Amazingly, I haven't used mouthwash in 1.5 years since I started taking it, and my breath is probably fresher than it ever has been. This was the least sensitive my teeth has been in 20 years.
I used to not be able to eat chips as much just because the physical pain of it's scraping against my mouth, my tongue, my gums, all of that really limited my enjoyment of that snack. But now I just, maybe I've had a few too many chips in the last couple of months.
Today I can eat absolutely anything I want. I'm fine. I can crunch into nuts and chips and whatever, hot coffee, cold drinks. I don't have any kind of problems like that. On a day-to-day basis, I don't have any dietary restrictions due to my periodontal disease any longer.
I've had the measurement of my gum pockets both by my dentist and the people with the organization, and everything was either as good or better than it had been, really across the board.
A number of my pockets have actually improved. It's been chartable. It's not just my opinion, but when you've got, hard measurements that I've been getting at the clinic, that's different. And I like seeing that because it makes me feel like, hey, something good is happening for me here and I'm going to continue to do it.
I would say ProEncia is the one thing that's worked for me in this whole journey.
I'm going to use ProEncia continually.
I would like to continue using ProEncia for the rest of my life. I've seen the improvement. I feel it, virtually every day. I see what happens when I brush my teeth. I see what happens when I floss my teeth, and it's completely different than it had been for literally decades. So to have turned that around so quickly, and just my overall oral health has been awesome.